as we do every show, we try and take some queries. I don't know if Sandeep Jethwani will be able to talk about specific funds, but let's try and at least put some queries and try and see if Sandeep can give some response to them. So one of them is from Anuja Parashar. Anuja is aged 24 years, Sandeep. Her goal is long-term returns. She says she invests 18,500 rupees per month on 9 funds and has an investment horizon of 26 years. She wants to know if she's chosen the right funds or did she diversify too much. Now, her current investments, I'm just using them for you to know. Motilal Oswal Mid Cap, she has about 4,000 bucks going there. HDFC Manufacturing, HDFC BSE 500 Index, Franklin India Small Cap, HDFC Housing Opportunities, Parag Parikh Flexi Cap, SBI Consumption Opportunity Fund, Invesco India PSU, DSP Global Innovation. So about 9 odd funds in her portfolio. Is that too much diversification?
No, I think the number of funds are just about right. Obviously, over time, we will have to keep re-looking at whether these are the right funds for that environment. The great thing about SIPs is that it sort of forces you to keep investing on a monthly basis, right? But I think over time, we need to add one more layer to that selection, which is to keep reevaluating whether this SIP that I'm doing today, which I signed up maybe 2 years back, is happening in a fund that I want to buy into today, right? So even your SIPs need periodic relooks, right? And to check in on whether I should be adding more capital to that particular fund. Sometimes the fund manager has moved on and therefore you have to move that investment into a sort of review stage, right? Where you have to see how the new fund manager who's coming in, how is he or she likely to perform, or how are they selecting stocks underlying, etc. Right? So I think what I would recommend to Anuja, first of all, she's on the fantastic journey. 26 years ahead of you in India now is a great place to be. I wish I had that. But I think the interesting thing is that she should reevaluate her funds over a period of time, given that she has a decent exposure to what I would call some thematic funds, and themes do check in and check out over time.
Yeah. And well, Anuja, you got to remember this point that Sandeep's advice is for reevaluating even non-thematic funds. And considering you have thematic funds, it's even more important. So I hope you consult a good financial advisor or a platform for trying to understand that while your modus operandi of the amounts that you're putting in, the number of funds, etc. is right, the balance of those funds and the presence of those funds might be different in 2 years' time. Very quickly, one more query,
yeah,
Sandeep,
sure.
if we have the time. This is from Hassan, age 65 years. Hassan is saying he's invested 10 lakhs in SBI Balance Hybrid Fund with an SWP of 6,000 rupees per month. Okay. The account statement shows a cost of investment something and a current value. Is it okay? Now, Hassan, this is a very specific query. Maybe, I don't know if Sandeep would even have an answer to something like this.
So without commenting on the specific fund, I think the approach is just about right. The balanced funds give you an exposure of both equity and fixed income. So in a sense, it will create some bit of stability, which at Hassan's age, I think is important. And setting up an SWP is a fantastic way of managing your own cash flows at that age. So I think overall, Hassan is on the right track. Specific funds, obviously, it's important to keep relooking at different points of time.
Yeah, and if there are some queries, maybe write to the fund house as well. I'm sure they'll be proactive enough to respond to you, or write to the advisor from where you've bought in the funds as well if you have chosen that, and that will help you. But Sandeep, fantastic to have you in our studios. Thanks so much. Fairly educative in that sense. So really appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much, Neeraj. It's a pleasure being here.
Yep, the pleasure was entirely ours, I must say. And viewers, thanks for tuning in to this leg of the Mutual Fund Show. Stay tuned to NDTV Profit.